So, how's it going, guys? Back on to question 15. Okay, so let's take a wee read through. Okay, Venn diagram shows information about 32 pupils in a class. Okay, so we've got people playing soccer and we've got people playing basketball. Okay, so these circles in Venn diagrams generally hold the amount of people who are playing that particular sport. Okay, the overlap area, so the overlap between these two circles, so this circle here represents basketball. This circle here represents soccer. The overlap represents people who play both sports. Okay, so we have essentially it's algebra. Okay, we know that the total number of students is 32. That's why it gives us this information up here. And yeah, by setting up and solving a quadratic equation, calculate how many pupils are in the class. How many pupils in the class play soccer only? Okay, so we know that 5 play both soccer and basketball. Soccer only is 3x multiplied by x minus 3. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is just go soccer only SO is 3x x minus 3. I'm just going to write that there for later, okay, because that's what it's asking for. Again, how we approach these questions, we want to kind of set it up in a way that makes it easy for them to solve. So this is my important information here, okay. And I know we have a total of 32 pupils, and then we can just add up all the different sections, okay. This represents just soccer, this represents soccer and basketball, and this represents just basketball, and then this represents the students who don't play soccer or basketball. So it'll be 3x x minus 3 plus 5 plus x plus 1 and x plus 6. So we're going to end up with some form of quadratic here because we're going to be multiplying an x by an x. So we might have two values. So we might well, I'm speculating, but let's see what happens. Okay, so 32 is equal to 3x multiplied by x gives us 3x squared. 3x by minus 3 is minus 9x. Okay, so that's that by that. Then we have plus 5 plus 1 plus 6. So that'll give us plus 5 plus 1 is 6. So that gives us 6, and then we'll add another 6, so that'll be plus 12. And we have plus x, so plus 2x. So yeah, we're going to end up having a quadratic, and we'll simplify it down here. So we will. So we're going to have to take this number over to this side here. So minus 32 this side cancels the 32 there, minus 32 on this side. That's just like taking your 32 over. If you've watched any other videos, this is just how I approach it, okay? Because this is the standard rule of the maths. So it is, okay? So then we're going to have 3x squared plus 2x minus 9x will give us minus 7x. And then we've got plus 12 minus 32. So that would give us minus 20. Yeah? You can always just use your calculator if you want to be safe about it, okay? I just like to do the mental maths. So 0 is equal to 3x squared minus 7x minus 20. So we know that we're going to have one of our brackets. So I'll generally at this point in time set up two brackets for x. And we'll look at the factors of 20, which are 4, 5, 2 and 10, and 1 and 20. Okay. And we know since we have a 3 in front of our x, one of our x's has to be 3. So I'm just going to put the 3 in front of the first x, okay? And now I can kind of see how it's going to multiply out. This 3x will multiply the second number, and just 1x will multiply this number in here, okay? We have a minus 7x, and we've got a minus 20, okay? A minus multiplied by a minus, if both numbers were negative, this would be positive. So I know that our numbers are going to be a positive and a negative, okay? With the bigger number being negative as our minus, as we have our minus 7 here, okay? Which I'll explain and show in better detail, okay? So I'm thinking 3x multiplied by 4. Okay, or minus 4. 3x by minus 4 will give us minus 12x. And I'm thinking plus 5 in here. Okay, I know this looks like an x. This is just a bracket. So what I'll do is just to clear up any confusion, I'll just, there's clear brackets there. Okay, and then 5 by x plus 5x, and that will give us 5x plus minus 12 will give us minus 7x. Yeah, and that's all equal to 0. And we're probably going to have to choose x to be positive because you can't have negative amount of people. Yeah. Um, I'm trying to think, can you ever have a case where you have negative amount of people? You can have negative people in your lives, but you can't have negative. You can have minus people, so you can't. You can have minus crack people. Anyway, enough of the jokes. So I hope that kind of makes sense. 4 and 5 appeal to me because I know 3 times by 2 would give me 6. 6 take away 10 would give me about 4. Okay. So and what you always do is you'll multiply again. As I said, the tactic is outer by outer, inner by inner, and check to see whether we get this x term. Okay, and in our case we've got it. Okay, so each bracket is equal to 0. I'm going to take the one that's going to give me a positive x value, which is this x minus 4. Again, each bracket is equal to 0, so it'll be x minus 4 is equal to 0. Since I know it has a minus sign, I'm going to have to add 4 to each side. Yeah, this cancels the minus 4 on this side, and x is equal to 4. If I was to do it here, it would be 3x plus 5. Since it's positive, when we take it over, it's going to be negative, so it'll be 3x is equal to minus 5. Okay, and then x is equal to minus 5 divided by 3. Okay, we divide by 3 each side. Same as take away 5 each side. Or add, yeah, take away 5 each side. So I'm going to choose x to be equal to 4, and we're not done our question. This is why I've written out soccer only, because that is what the question asks. So it does calculate how many pupils in the class play soccer only. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my plus 4 in. So it'll be 3, 4, 4 minus 3, which is just going to be 1. Okay, so it'll be 12 multiplied by 1, which is just 12. Yeah? So that makes sense to me. So it does. Now you could check your answers by putting, you know, if I put 4 in here, 4 plus 1, that's 5. So we know we've got 12 here. X plus 6, 4 plus, so that'll be 10. So 10 plus 5 is 15. Plus 5 is 20. Okay. And then 20, that looks like 26. 20 plus 12, that's 32. Okay, so yeah, 4 would be the right answer. Okay, I hope that makes sense. If you've got any questions, just leave them in the comment section below.